truths that we normally stand for is that superior systems, even in the hands of ordinary people, will always deliver superior results. So remember, superior systems, even in the hands of ordinary people, will always give you superior results. And on that note, I would say, unless someone has a question, I would say that maybe at another time or when you send me an email, I'll tell you how to troubleshoot the systems for doing the business, the systems for running the business, and the systems for guiding the business. And Pastor Ken, unless there are questions, I would beg to pause there for now and maybe share more when the people ask more questions. Thank you very much. And this is a great move forward for Embu. Over to you,
wow,
Pastor Ken.
that's thank you so much. Thank you so much. That's very, very powerful. When you're talking about turning around business so that the business can start making profit, I believe that is the cry of every entrepreneur. You know, and you've mentioned about COVID disruption. A lot of things have changed. Unfortunately, when COVID disrupted many things, people were not able to change with the disruption. And this has brought very many businesses down. And the big question remains to every entrepreneur: how will I get back to where I was? Or maybe how do I proceed and meet the goals that I had set before COVID came? And Mr. Jerder has explained very well that he has the cure for that kind of a condition or situation whereby the business has been affected, it has gone down, and from the tips he has given, you can tell very well that he's a man who knows how to, you know, go about that. And I've also learned that someone needs to be very careful when you are setting business systems because, you know, in relationship to the employees you bring on board, their influence and all that, and how to, you know, recover back your business sometimes when the systems are affected. So as we wait for any question coming, reacting to what he has just presented, I felt like maybe he needed more time for that. And unfortunately, we are trying also to keep our promise on time, but like I requested you people, thanking you so much again for setting up time to come and attend this session from your very busy schedules. I know we are all occupied. Some of us, maybe they are stopping somewhere by roadside. Others have put something maybe on hold for this meeting. For sure, it is worth the investment of your time. So as we wait for your questions, you can always post them there, and my moderator is going to get you, to get back to you. Maybe also bring them to the various guests that are addressing us today. So I want now to give this chance to our next in the panel, and this is a lady. I know her very well, and we've also been involved in various activities in business together. Currently based in Dubai, and this lady has been featured also in the media. In Kenya, she has been featured in the national television, KBC. There are also Metro TV, and there are also radio stations. Even in the US, she has been featured in various programs and medias as well, and also in some parts of Africa. And she's a consultant, a financial consultant. I think you guys from the beginning, you saw it very well from the time when our CEC introduced us to the house, and we later had our guest who talked about, who gave us the tools on how we can succeed as entrepreneurs by embracing digital technologies, and how we were not, if we are not engaging in that, then we start maybe to fail and fail badly. And we are building onto that. Now we have Mr. Jerry, who has just mentioned very key things that need to be put in place so that whatever we are raising does not fall down one day. and the system, putting the systems light, trying to salvage the business so that you continue succeeding and progressing all the time. And now you know that also the issues of finances, money is also a key factor when it comes to entrepreneurship. And I want us now to receive our guest in the panel, Ms. Sheila Mmboga from UAE, to come and present to us what she has. She's one of us in Kenya, but now based in Dubai. So you are so much welcome, Sheila, and it's your time. We were supposed to be winding up at a time like now, but I don't want to close down the very important key things that I know you can mention. So therefore, if you could have yourself like 15 minutes, I'm sure it will be very good for us. And I will give a round for our panelists today and the guests before the end of the session to just give one sentence, one brief message to everyone here to wrap around all what you have said and what you would have wanted to say in case you did not finish to speak everything. So Sheila, you are welcome.
Thank you so much, Pastor Ken. It's indeed an honor to be part of the Startup Grind Embu chapter. I'd also like to thank my fellow panelists and our very amazing guest speaker, Miss Edith, and also recognize our CEC Honorable David Kariuki, and as well thank my fellow speaker from SalesHouse TZ. It's been indeed a very insightful session. And I also like to take this opportunity to thank all our members who've joined us. We really appreciate your time and sacrifice to be with us. As Pastor Ken mentioned, Sheila Mmboga, the founder of Financial Wellness Center, as well as Entrepreneurs Academy, which is a platform that is focused on helping individuals and businesses learn money principles so that they can achieve their financial goals as well as business goals. So we can all agree that when it comes to business, money is king, or usually say cash flow is king when it comes to business. So if your business is not having cash flow, then chances are high the business may not be sustainable for a while. So when you need to understand how to incorporate financial discipline in your business so that you can get to enjoy entrepreneurial success or business success in whichever field you are in. And as Pastor just mentioned, we have limited time, so I will be highlighting key points that you need to have in your business so that you can get to experience financial discipline. We can all agree that some of us, financial discipline has been a challenge even at an individual level. You most of the time hear people say, I earn a lot of money, but by the 5th of the month, I can't tell where every coin went. You've heard also some businesses say, in my business, I see a lot of customers coming in, but I'm not able to tell where the money is going. That clearly tells you that such a business is lacking one fundamental, which is financial discipline. So what is financial discipline? Financial discipline is just about getting your numbers right. It's more of setting clear goals for financial goals for the business, as well as periodic measure of performance and analyzing variances and taking corrective actions. So the same way my previous speakers have said, you need to have a digital marketing in place, you need to have a sales or business system in place. You also need to have financial systems in place for your business. Now, a lot of people think so long as the business is small businesses, they don't need that, or you don't need a big system like QuickBooks. But I would say, even if you're having a salon or a shop, a normal shop, retail shop, you can introduce financial system using things like the normal manual ledger book, so that you can record your expenses, you can record your profits, you can record your inventory. By doing that, basically, we say you are practicing financial discipline. So, when it comes to financial discipline, it's easier said than done. We can all agree to that. It's very easy to say that you need to, record your expenses. You need to record what your stock is. You need to record the performance of the business. But most people find it very hard when it comes to doing it at the ground level. So to be able to do that, there are ways that you need to use so that you can be able to incorporate financial discipline. But before we move to that, maybe you are thinking, how can I tell if my business has financial discipline or it's lacking? There are 4 things as a business consultant. When I come to your business, there are 4 things I'll look at, and I'll be able to say this business does not have financial discipline. So one of them is missing forecast frequently. So maybe you find that you forecast by December, I need to have made sales worth, let's say, 100,000. But by when you check in November, you didn't make even half of it. So it means there's something that is missing. And sometimes it's not like that you lack customers. It's only that you did not practice proper bookkeeping to be able to show that. And another thing that shows that a business lacks financial discipline is constant explanations for low profitability. Now, I know we are currently having a pandemic, and most people, they've been affected, but it shouldn't be the explanation all the time. So if you're in business and every time you're saying, oh, there's no business, oh, I don't know what, that's why I'm not making a profit, the problem could be you are lacking financial discipline. So if you're having constant explanations for low profitability, that is a red flag that there could be something when it comes to you managing the business finances. Then another one is habitual delays in payments. As a consultant, when I come to your business to check on how you are performing financially, there are some things like, do you pay your employees on time? Are you able to pay the business expenses on time? If not, what is the reason? I understand there are months we don't make money from the business, but if it is continuing for like 8 months, then it clearly tells you the business lacks financial discipline. Then the other one is outdated operation systems. Now, we are in a digital era, and technology has made everything possible and accessible. You do not need to have QuickBook or Sage to be able to do your accounting for your small business, but you can do that there are various applications on Play Store and Apple Store that you can use to track your expenses, such as Mint, and just know your income. Or if you're still not digitized, you can do that using a manual things like a manual ledger book, just to ensure you are recording the transactions coming in and out of the business. So with that said, I would like us to move to how to develop financial discipline as an entrepreneur or an aspiring entrepreneur. So we've seen what financial discipline is. We've known how to identify if a business doesn't have financial discipline. So how do you develop a financial discipline as a business person? Number one, you need to ensure strong fundamentals. Financial discipline doesn't only happen when it comes to money coming in the business. It starts with you delivering great product and service, creating a strong sales funnel. As my colleague said, in business, sales is very important. It's the reason why we do business. So you need to create a strong sales funnel that will give your business an option to be able to monitor the income that is coming. I think Pastor Ken will help us with matters of sales funnel. I know that is more of digitization of the business. Then the other way to develop a financial discipline is by managing predictability. I believe most of us here, we are entrepreneurs and we really like to predict. You've seen someone saying, when I'm starting this business, I predict in the next 6 months or 7 months, I'm gonna make this amount of money. However, you need to also understand that when it comes to business, long-term contracts, they come with low margins, while short-term contracts that are highly risky will bring you a high margin. Now, for example, if you are a business person and maybe you're supplying, let's say, grocery to a school, so or somewhere, anywhere, if you are going to introduce financial discipline in your business, you need to balance the trade-off between getting long-term contracts and short-term contracts. So you might get a long-term contract. Maybe a school might give you that chance to supply them groceries for 2 years. Then there will be the small day-to-day customer who will be coming to buy things. So you need to focus on balancing both of them so that you don't lose both opportunities, but as well you don't focus on a long term, thereby losing out on the current opportunity to make money. Then the other way to develop your financial discipline is learning to control and watch the big costs. We as business people, we can sometimes be so focused on the small cost, like how long is my employee going for break, those small business costs, such that you forget focusing on big costs such as the rent that your shop is costing you, such as the electricity bill that is coming in. You need to check on that, because the bigger costs really affects the backbone of the business. Example, if your shop is located somewhere that is you're spending a lot of money on paying rent as compared to the income you're getting, it would make sense if you focus on finding a location that will allow you to pay a lower rent, so that the income that comes in is able to sustain the business. So let's keep watching the big cost of the business, as well as we keep an eye on the small cost. Then the other way to develop your financial discipline is measure performance constantly and objectively. There is nothing like, I've been running this business for 2 years, and I make money sometimes. You need to be able to measure it. You make money, how much? The business has grown by what percentage? My product is gaining preference in the market. What kind of market? What's the demography? You need to be able to measure your performance constantly and objectively. Why? When you are able to measure anything, then you are able to tell if there's room for correction or improvement that is needed. And that comes in even when it comes to matters of business finance. You need to be able to track your profitability and tell, in 6 months, my business has grown in terms of profit by maybe 70%, and we need to improve, maybe add more products so that we can increase our profit. So by doing those 4 things, you will be able to develop a financial discipline around your business that will definitely see you experiencing business success when it comes to entrepreneurship. So as I wind up, I would like to share with us ways SMEs can maintain financial discipline. They can maintain financial discipline or build on financial discipline. Based on the introduction that was provided earlier by Pastor Ken, I must agree that most of us here, we are SMEs, and we've learned how to develop a financial discipline. Now, how do you maintain it? Because developing is one thing, maintaining is another thing. So you can start something, but you may not be able to maintain it. You need to learn how to do that. And number one is through budgeting. No matter how small your business is, budgeting is very, very important. I always say a successful business has financial discipline embedded within its organizational structure. As my colleague said from the SalesHouse TZ, you need to have business systems, and part of business systems is an organized financial discipline structure that is in place. And we said one of them is budgeting. You need to learn how to budget for your business. You need to be having a monthly budget. You can be having a 3 months budget, a 6 months budget, no matter how small the business is. Most of us usually say budget is for the country. Well, the country has higher finances, but it needs to trickle down to your business level as well as individual level. So you need to create a budget. As just to mention, a budget gives you a roadmap of your business journey. If you do not have a budget, you cannot be able to tell after 6 months how much you spent on business expenses. But a budget is able to tell you, because you'll be having a recording of business transactions. Then the other way to maintain your financial discipline is constantly carry out auditing. As the guest speaker was giving us the chance to introduce ourselves, there's someone who said he is in the accounting field and he's a practicing auditor. You know, it's important for businesses to audit themselves frequently, just to see what is happening in the books of accounts. You could find that yes, your business is growing, you're making money, but the same money, there's a loophole that has been created due to maybe system errors or just integrity issues that is making money to be diverted without your knowledge. So your system or your books could be showing you that your business is growing, but in real sense, you don't see anything happening. So auditing is very, very important. Even if it's a small shop, be doing auditing every end month or every 3 months. Then the other one is avoid using personal accounts as corporate accounts. Now, I would like to ask, how many of us you have an M-Pesa till number or a business account just for your business? I know most of us will say not yet, which is okay. But for you to exercise financial discipline and stick to it, it's important for you to separate personal account from a corporate or business account, just to help give your business the business feel and be able to know how much money is coming in the business account and how it is being spent, as well as it will help you when it comes to filing your taxes during the time when you need to file your taxes. Then the other one is, it's important for you to always take inventory. There is no finance in business if there is no stock sold. So if you are selling items, I'll ensure you are taking stock every now and then, just to know how much you have in the stock, how much you've sold, and how much you need to restock based on how the business is operating. By doing that, you are able to, gain mastery in tracking how money is being circulated in your in your business. Then the last one is diversify your income as a business. We have all heard that diversify your money. Diversification is the only free lunch when it comes to finance. So a lot of people diversify their investments, individual investments. They diversify their individual income, but they forget to diversify their business income. How do you do that? You do that by introducing other products that the customers could be interested in. So let's say maybe you are selling fruits. Maybe you own a fruit shop or a fruit business. Now, just to ensure that you're increasing your income or diversifying your income, you can introduce fresh juice. That will help you increase your income as well as diversify, such that if the fruits are ripening all at the same time and customers cannot buy it all at the same time, you can make juice and do deliveries to offices. That way you are making the business to have diversification of income, but still operating under the same umbrella. Now, this is again where people have a lot of problems, because you find someone, they are doing grocery business, but they want to also do cement business. Now, it is good, but if you want to have your business under one umbrella, then it's important for you to diversify alongside the industry that you are providing. I'll give us an example. For me, a financial wellness center is basically for financial principles. But to diversify my income, I introduced Entrepreneurs Academy because I realized I'm having a lot of entrepreneurs seeking my services, not necessarily for individual purposes, but for guidance in entrepreneurship. So I introduced an academy for entrepreneurship, but still under the umbrella of financial wellness. You
Seems
can
like
do this.
we have lost Sheila. I don't know. Can you hear her?
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear Sheila. Yes, we can hear you.
I can hear.
Yeah.
Interesting.
We can't hear you.
Can you hear Sheila speaking?
I bet now we should be
Seems like we've lost Sheila. Sheila, can you hear us? Can you hear me? Okay. Now? Okay. Seems like I can't get you from this side. I think you have a network hit. I can see the saying that the bandwidth issue. So I don't know, once you stabilize, let me know, and then you can continue. Hello, guys. Sheila, can you hear me? Remy, can you hear me? I just want to confirm whether
Yes, I
the
can
hitch
hear
is,
you.
I can
great.
hear you.
So the hitch is from Sheila's side, right? As we wait for her to maybe sort out the network hitch, because we are just about to conclude our meeting now. We were supposed to conclude at 10:30, but we had requested some little extension of time. So I'm hoping by 11, we should be ending this session. So Sheila, I don't know, are you back? Okay. I see she had left the room, so she's back. Okay, Sheila, we are waiting for you now. Let me know whether you have fixed the technical issues that you have there, and then we can keep moving. Now, as we wait for Sheila to fix that, I just want to let you know that we have a WhatsApp group, and I've sent the link there, so you can join that group so that you can be getting updates for the future meetings. Now, I believe the meeting that we are going to have in future will be having guests from some other countries, maybe even outside Africa, and we'll be able to network more, but we had to set up a beginning. And therefore, we were launching today the Embu chapter as a springboard for entrepreneurs network to connect with other startup grid networks, and of course, even beyond. And therefore, after COVID restrictions are lifted, we expect to even have physical meetings. Startup Grid has got various chapters, including here in Nairobi, and some of those places. Sorry, because I'm also multitasking a few things here. Some of those chapters, you have seen people like the cabinet secretary, somebody like Joe Musheru, as he'll be the guest in the one that is coming, I think, on 21st of this month. So it helps people to network very much, because when we have like those key guests, again, they pull a lot of other visitors, they come for the meetings, and people are able to network, and that's how eventually we develop business partnerships and our businesses continue to grow. And again, bringing other keynote speakers like the ones that we had today. Sometimes it's hard to reach out to such people and get the tips that they have to help us. But now when we have this kind of a platform, we are able to have them on board, and they can help us with various tips, and we are able to advance in our business. So Sheila, now, I don't know, you're telling me that you can hear us. I don't know if you can come on board and wind up in, like, I'm giving you 3 minutes. And then I'm going to give the meeting back to Anne. Anne is giving the vote of thanks. And guys, as we leave, please make sure you've left your contacts there, what you do, your contact, and how people can get to you.
Thank you so much, Pastor Ken. I believe now everyone can hear me. Maybe you can do a show of hands. Just click the emoji for raising hand. Okay, perfect. Once again, I apologize for the technical issue. As we were winding up, I just was mentioning ways SMEs can maintain financial discipline, and I will highlight all of them once again. Number one, I said, is budget. You need to have a budget for your business. No business is too small or too big to have a budget. Our country being so big, we've seen big countries, they have budgets. It's also important for you as a small business or a big business to have a budget. And that is why you see big corporations employ accountants, basically to ensure that they are following their budgets. And I would appreciate if each of us copy paste the same mechanism by introducing budgeting in our small businesses. Number 2 is you need to constantly audit the business. Do not just say that my business is growing. Constantly audit. If you're not able to hire the services of an auditor, you can do simple auditing by always checking your books of account or bookkeeping after every 3 months to see where each coin and every transaction, how it was carried and where every money was going, as well as time and employees. The other thing is avoid using personal accounts and corporate accounts. Sorry, as corporate accounts. So do not mix your business with your personal accounts. If you are having a business, it's important for you to dedicate a line or an M-Pesa line or chill just for the business. It's important for you to open an account for the business so that you can be able to maintain financial discipline of your business. Then the other one is take inventory or take your stock. You need to always review your stock. How many products do I have? How many products have I sold? How many products are remaining? And what is the frequency? You'll find that there are products that you sell faster at a certain time of the day or month or year, while others, they take time. So it will allow you to know where to channel your business money when it comes to purchasing stock. And the last one is diversify your business income. If you are operating maybe for fresh vegetables, learn how you can diversify so that you can increase the business income to allow you to stay financially disciplined. Why am I insisting on diversifying the business income? It's because sometimes you might find that your business, the product you are selling as your core product, is not doing well, yet you have expenses to pay for the business. So if you introduce another source of income to the business, it might help you. I'll give us an example. Safaricom. Safaricom provides mobile network, but they have diversified their income by introducing things like M-Pesa, M-Shwari. Now they are offering, I think, Wi-Fi. All this is basically to diversify the business income so that if one product is failing, the other one can lift the business up. So with that said, I would really like to thank each of you and thank you so much for your patience with us. If you have any question, just you might unmute your mic and ask, or you might share in the chat section, and I'll be more than happy to assist us. And as I wind up, I would just like to say you can connect with me on my Facebook page, Financial Wellness Center. And I would encourage each of us to like and follow us, because we are always updating you with money and business tips on a daily basis so that you can be able to get going. You may also follow us on Instagram at Financial Wellness Center, as well as subscribe to our YouTube channel, Financial Wellness with Sheila Mmboga, where I upload videos on matters of entrepreneurship and money management. So with that said, I would like to take the business back to our host, Pastor Ken Nyaga, so that he can guide us through. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Shira. And on that note, I want to take the meeting to our moderator. And after that, we are going to have the meeting concluded. And I want to thank all of us who came today. Make sure you network. Make sure you share your contacts if you want to be contacted for anything. And welcome, Anne.
Okay, thank you so much, Pastor Kenneth. I think for me, first I'd like to acknowledge and thank Honorable David Karaoke, the Minister of Devolution, who was representing Embu County chapter, for being with us on the call today and also welcoming us. Also, I'd like to thank Edith Wanjiro, who's taken us through digital marketing and some of the channels that we can actually use. And also, I'd like to acknowledge and thank Sanjeru Zakayo, who highlighted the importance of actually creating superior systems, even in the hands of ordinary people. And lastly, also, I'd like to thank Sheila, who's taken us through really great and insightful tips on, financial literacy. Thank you so much. Also, I'd like to thank our director, Kenneth Nyaga, for organizing this amazing platform for us now entrepreneurs just to come together and learn and hear from each other. So also remember, if you are not in the WhatsApp group, the link is on the chat section where we will be updating you in case of future events and so on. So kindly, you can follow the link. And also I'd like to thank each and every person for actually taking their time just to join us today, sitting through, listening, engaging, the introductions on the chat section. You guys are really amazing. So thank you so much. God bless each and every one of you. Kindly, you can, network on the chat section in case you have your business link and so on. Feel free to indicate them on the chat section. So thank you so much. I see already we have Ezekiel who says, that's good job, Pastor Ken. Keep it up. Wow. I'm glad that you people have actually benefited and enjoyed this session. So without saying much, I'd like to request us to say a word of prayer, and you can at your own pleasure. So let's pray. Kindly, let's pray. God, we thank you. We honor your name. Thank you for this far you brought us, and even for giving us this amazing platform. God, we don't take it for granted, my Father, my God, Lord. This full hour, I thank you, God, for all the speakers we had today, from Honorable David, Jerry Zakayo, Sheila, as well as Edith, and even every participant who was in the call today. I pray that, God, you're going to bless each and every one of them. Even for Pastor Kenneth for organizing this amazing platform, may you bless him, my Father, my God, Lord. Pray that whatever we've learned today, that we will use it and it will be of benefit in our businesses. We thank you. We honor your name. In Jesus' name we believe. Amen. So thank you.
So thank you, guys. It's quite a big honor to have all of us. And we'll be having another meeting. We'll be communicating. Make sure you join our WhatsApp group. You can like our page there. Thank you, Remy. I saw you present from the beginning. Alexander Ruto, I was your mentor at the Presidential Digitalent program, and I'm happy to see you today. Daferoy Kimandi, thank you so much. Honorable Karaoke, thank you so much for being with us from the beginning to the end. I can see Daniel. Thank you so much. I can see Jenjero, I can see Purity Nyaga, and others who left area. So with those few remarks, guys, feel free to leave. You can leave your contact there. You can maybe give your website and what you can do for others. So we'll be able to communicate again when we have another meeting like this. And God bless you. Bye.